There are two major kinds of bagels in North America, and most people have only ever had the wrong one. This is a Montreal-style bagel. It's smaller, denser, sweeter, boiled in honey water before it ever sees the oven, and it's nothing like the bagel that you're thinking of. And outside of Quebec, it's really hard to find an authentic version of it. So today I'm going to show you how to make a home-style, bastardized version of them. All right, let's go make them. Now, we're not going to be able to do this authentically, but we're going to try our very best. All right, so into the bowl, you're going to add 400 grams of warm water, 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. All right, now let that sit. It should go from looking like this to looking like this. Now, because of the shape of the bowl, you're going to notice that the entire top layer isn't frothy. That's normal when you use a bowl that's shaped like this. Now you're going to add 60 grams of white sugar, 3 tablespoons of a vegetable oil, and very important, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now don't skimp out on the quality of the maple syrup. Trust me, it's going to make it taste much better if you have a higher grade maple syrup. 1 egg. And the egg must be beaten. And then you're just going to mix the ingredients together. Once all the ingredients are mixed together and the sugar's dissolved, we're going to slowly add our flour mixture into this. Just little bits of flour at a time, otherwise you'll f it up. Don't f it up. I believe in you. Should be like this. Kind of slimy, just like this. Now, we're going to knead the dough until it turns into a nice smooth surface. All right, once it's smooth and elastic, just like this, that's how you know you're done. Bring out a bowl here, grease the bowl. You see how it's somewhat firm but still elastic? This is exactly the texture you are going for with these. From here, you're gonna cover it and put it in a warm place for half an hour. Now before the dough is done rising, we're going to get a pot of water like this. Now into this, I'm gonna put half a cup of honey. Now once the dough is rising, you're going to punch all the air out of it. Don't forget, these bagels are supposed to be dense. From here, you're going to separate the dough into 12 roughly equally sized oblate spheroids. Then you are going to cup your hand and roll them into even nicer looking oblate spheroids, just like this. Poke a hole through them, and then you're going to stretch them out just like so. Don't worry about it being too stretched out like this. The dough itself will contract when we boil it in the water to have its bagel shape. Once you're done shaping the bagels, your honey water should be boiling at about this point, and we're going to put them in for 45 seconds, flip, and then let it boil for another 45 seconds. At this point, you can put it on parchment to dry, or be even smarter and put it on a wire rack. It's up to you. Once the bagels are cooled, you're going to top them with either sesame or poppy seeds. I think sesame seeds are objectively tastier. Pop them onto a sheet tray with parchment and bake for 20 minutes at 490 Kelvin, or 420 Fahrenheit in layman's terms. Make sure to flip halfway through. And once you're done, they should be golden crispy, just like this. Now, before we eat, we gotta collect a comparison bagel from Timmy's.
How can I help you today?
Can I just have a plain bagel, please, toasted?
Alright, it'll be $3.65 altogether.
Awesome, you're amazing.
Always stay smiling.
Hey, look at this Tim Hortons bagel. It's soft, it's spongy. It tastes like a regular slice of bread, but in a bagel shape. If you need all this fatty, herby, delicious cream cheese to make the bagel good, you're not eating a good bagel. Even with the cream cheese, that's pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. Now let's compare this against our fresh bagels. Oh, you can hear that. It sounds like it has a shell. Wow. So compared to that Tim Hortons bagel I had earlier, this tastes sweeter on the inside. It doesn't taste like a bunch of honey. It tastes like a nicely crusted, dense, donut-shaped piece of bread that has an accent of honey. I can eat this by itself without cream cheese, and I'm still very happy at the end of the day. However, I still think that we should make some sort of a cream cheese to go with this anyway. To make honey butter cream cheese is pretty easy. In a pot, I'm adding 120 grams of butter and letting it brown. Once it's brown, I toss in 110 grams of honey, followed by a 450 gram tub of cream cheese. I whisk it together until it's consistent just like this, and then I put it in the fridge to stiffen up. Once it's stiffened up, you can slather it on your bagels and enjoy your fresh bagels with honey butter cream cheese. Alright, let's try it out. Oh my god. That might be the best bite of bagel I've ever had in my life. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.